Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Stay paused. This is Taya. So this week's topic is habit shopping. And in case anyone missed it, it's just pretty much testing out one or two habits each week so you don't overwhelm yourself. Now, there is one challenge that I saw or for maladaptive daydreamers that I thought could be concerning, which is just the fact that a lot of us do kind of tend to idealize situations. So I kind of have a small worry that, especially for something like habit shopping, which is such a short period of time, that you don't take whatever goal you have and then only imagine the outcome. So, for example, if your goal for the week is to run 30 minutes a day, you do not want to be visualizing yourself just running or becoming like an ultimate track star or Olympic winner, or even honestly even just like having a great ass time running. And this is because we all know this, but when we visualize these kinds of things and then we get out to our external world, there's sort of a discrepancy and our expectations aren't met and we feel disappointed and a bit like a failure. Now, one way that we can kind of avoid this situation really is, instead of actually visualizing the outcome and giving that kind of rewarding feeling to whatever outcome, which is why we tend to daydream about this in the first place, really, is we need to start visualizing the process. So, what I mean by this is, let's look at that goal again. So, 30 minutes a day for running. What are the steps that you're going to need to take to get that action completed? So I'd probably go thinking about, like, I'm going to wake up in the morning. Like, let's say we're doing this first thing in the morning. I'm going to have to, like, wake up, turn my alarm off. I will change into my activewear. Now, some of you may have already slept in your activewear. Who knows? That this is going to be your own individual process. But let's just say that I'm going to have to change into my activewear. I'm going to chug a bottle of water, and then I'm going to go downstairs. Some of you guys may want to eat. Be as specific as you can. So if you're going to eat, like, if you always have toast, like, write down, like, I'm going to eat toast. And then I'm going to, like, spend 15 minutes just to let my stomach settle. And then I'm going to go put my shoes on. Where your shoes going to be, I would, like, note that too ahead of time, like the day before or something like that. And then I'm going to put my shoes on. I'm going to grab my key. I'm going to head out the door, lock the door, and head out and stop there, really. And something else that's really helpful in that situation is to actually write down every step, not just visualize it. So something I do is, usually at the night before, I will write down a really, really specific list of things I'm gonna do. Like, and I write them in like 15-minute intervals. That kind of helps me. And then you have to put this list like right next to your bed. I kind of learned this lesson when I tried this out for a week. I realized that I could write down a really intense list, but when I first wake up, there's no way I'm gonna remember this list, and there's also no way I'm gonna get my ass out of bed to my desk that's like 2 meters away from me to go read this list. I'm just gonna stay in bed and daydream instead, because that is kind of like a danger zone for me. So write this list and then put it next to wherever, like, the closest spot is for you, next to your bed, like where you wake up, or even on your bed. That might be helpful too. Someplace you're gonna see it and you're gonna remember it. And the night before, or whenever you have the chance to, before you do this action, just make sure to visualize each step all along the way for the process. And guess what? You may not be like the next Olympic champion runner, but you are going to put your freaking shoes on. You are going to head out that door. You are going to eat breakfast, like whatever you visualize, you know what I mean? And you're going to hit that target every single time, which is why it's important to kind of visualize the process. Also, so I will do another visualization video in general, but whatever your brain sees, it believes. So yeah, that's why you got to do this. So now you're going to have a visualized way of seeing the process. You're also going to have, like, written this out, and you probably have, like, will narrate it, so you'll hear like a more vocal version of it. And then when you actually do it, it'll be a lot easier because you've done these steps so many times. Now, don't get me wrong, this is going to be difficult. This you might automatically go into this. And I'm not sure, maybe for the 1 week ones, some of you guys or most of you guys won't actually get into having this seep in, but definitely along the way, once you start making these like long-term automatic habits, some of these might kind of make them way into your daydreams. So just be cautious of it. And if you ever do start to like see yourself imagining these like idealized scenarios or situations with your goals, just make a note of it, be mindful of it, and bring it back in, and then once you bring it back in, start to practice like revisualizing the steps that you needed to do whatever goal, to make that action happen, right? That is my big tip for you guys for habit shopping. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, please leave a comment down below. Okay, cool.